Hi, I have a present for you all, fellow truth lovers, truth seekers on internet. While this internet lasts, I have something for you, so stay tuned. It is said in the sacred texts, various teachings, that to find the pearl of great price, to find the big fish, to seek the kingdom of heaven within. Different traditions speak about that. Something priceless, something inside, within, which is the source of happiness, fulfillment, satisfaction, source of creativity, source of peace, and it's what we are. They talk about this. So the gift, let me not hide the ball. So for the last 7 years, since I started this channel, and in my work with clients as well as groups, I found it that meditation, mindfulness, presence practice, awareness practice, meditation, was very important for my spiritual path. And I have also, since the last 7 years, I have recorded over 150 guided meditations that are on my YouTube channel. People might not know it. So this is just to introduce you to this playlist here that you see here below, called Guided Meditations, that I offer to you all for free in order to support your efforts, conscious efforts of discovering the quiet place within, the self, the Atman, so you can nourish yourself, so you can nourish your healing, so you can benefit from it. So I'll just share briefly about it. I started on a spiritual path on the fourth way tradition when I was really a teenager. And somehow I was not introduced to sitting down meditation, eyes closed. I was not introduced to that for the first 10 years. So I was more used to this mindfulness awareness practice called self-remembering, practicing presence. But I was taught to do it in everyday activities, eyes open, while walking, while eating, while talking, while driving, yeah? Which I'm very grateful. And much later, as I discovered Soto Zen and the teachings of Suzuki Roshi and the teachings of David Hawkins, I realized that there is this time-honored type of technology called meditation, that it's really essential and an important tool and weapon and technology in order to, for so many reasons, man. I mean, to be able to journey the inner world below these top layers of the mind. For most people, everybody without special training, we stay in the top layers of the mind. If you imagine the mind or our being as a huge ocean, the usual state of mentations that we have, like thoughts about me, thoughts about the world, judgment, criticism, rehashing, worrying, dreams, all this dreaming, this is more like the top layer of the ocean, and then somehow we stay there all our life, which in my book is a wasted life. But if we're able to kind of go below the mind, these waves quiet down, and there's a whole world out there. And below the many machinations of the mind, there is a nourishing space. There is so-called Buddha nature. Although it might not hit you at the beginning like, whoa, this is Buddha nature, this is the kingdom of heaven. It usually doesn't work like that. Usually you feel some mysterious peace or more mysterious okayness or feeling some relief. Yeah, this is already the signs that you are going underneath the mind. So in order to experience deeper states of wisdom, deeper realization of our true nature, or in order to gradually be revealed the oneness of all, and what is that? So going all of this, the objectives of the spiritual path, meditation is essential in my book. So this playlist, I recommend you use it. How it started is that when my father passed away years ago, and my mother obviously was very hard for her. So I was dealing with a lot of painful feelings and deep states. So I had this idea to create a guided meditation for my mother. That was the first one. And I didn't know how to do it, so I decided to record myself, and then I realized that, oh, there's this Zoom, and I had the YouTube channel because I was in a band. So I made this guided meditation for my mother, which I probably still have it somewhere, which was just I was guiding her towards quieting of the mind, watching the breath, and now welcoming these feelings. This is which is a pretty advanced meditation, the welcoming of these feelings without resisting it, without getting lost into the memories. So that's how it started. But then as I got a hang of it, after many years, I started to accumulate all these different types of meditation that I offer to you for free. And I'll just give you here a little bit of guidelines. If you are beginner, or if you are intermediate, or if you're advanced meditator, there are parts of this playlist that will be helpful to you. If you are more new and you are interested in this mindfulness and what is guys talking about, then I recommend to go some of the earlier videos in the playlist, and then you will see some, they have a thumbnail that look like a wheel, it's a Buddhist Eightfold Path wheel. So those are some of the early ones, and also some of them, they have this title, Introduction to Mindfulness, number 1, Introduction to Mindfulness number 2. So there are about 3 or 4 earlier videos which are explaining briefly and then is guiding how to start if you are more of a new beginner. Yeah. Then I have, I'm inspired by the Zen meditation, by the Vipassana meditation, inspired by fourth way style practices, as well as non-dual direct path practices. I studied with various teachers, among which Francis Lucille and Laura Lucille and other ones. So I'm very much inspired by their teaching and inspired by their pointers that really worked for me. I feel like for me, the listening to guided meditations from Francis Lucille was very powerful opening to go beyond a certain type of mechanical mindfulness and just practicing being aware of this and being aware of that, and nervous system regulation and quieting the mind. So with his guidance, with his guided meditations, I was able to slowly discover viscerally, experientially what we are, that which is aware right now, the presence. So it wasn't just like a doing meditation, but a discovering of my true nature, and then abiding, resting as that. So for you all, start with if you are new, start with the beginner's introduction to mindfulness. Then you'll see all kind of titles. Some they teach how to teach some more complete form of mindfulness. So we are more aware of the sense fields. I'm guiding aware of the sense fields, aware of the sounds, aware of the bodily sensations. I'm teaching in some of these guided meditations how to bring awareness to the inner body, where we have feelings and sensations and energies that we don't like and we resist. So I'm guiding how to be with them. They're all kind of Zen, Vipassana, non-dual pointers, techniques, fourth way. You can play with it. There are other ones you will see, most of them are on the maybe 20 minutes to 50 minutes long. There are other ones you can choose when you have less time. They are shorter ones, like mini guided meditations. They last maybe 10, 12 minutes, brief soul tuning. So you can choose for yourself whatever the availability you have to practice. You can use that. I have other guided meditations that are more like open-eyed, which are very special and precious, and that's more like a next step. So you don't compartmentalize your spiritual practice. Your wakefulness just like 20 minutes in the morning. So with this open-eyed practice, you start to extend this state of being more conscious, more present as you are engaging with the world. So you can definitely use those open-eyed, guided, dynamic practice. There is a practice around driving the car, walking meditation, and then they get more sophisticated, and you can look titles like self-inquiry or a Ramana style inquiry, the I am meditation, fourth way, self-remembering. So if you are more beginner, or if you are interested in working with me, even as in a healing capacity or shadow work capacity, I still recommend to practice some of these things, because it's very hard to do shadow work, which is like facing radioactive skeletons of your past, facing them, if we don't have a little more stronger this capacity to witness, to be aware, rather than be sucked into it or suffer the phenomena that come. So I encourage you to practice that, for even getting into awareness-based somatic psychotherapy or somatic processing. Have this capacity of mindfulness. It's very essential. It's also, these days, meditation has been removed from its high source of technology for awakening to the truth, and is now merged into the mental health, which is, it's fine. I mean, it's a very different purpose, but mental health, how to feel better, how to regulate the nervous system, how to soothe an unpleasant state, how to deal with triggers. Yeah, you can use for all of this stuff. Oh yeah, so I recommend that you use my guidance, especially at the beginning, to get a sense of something which I call more like true meditation. I have many people come to me and I ask them, hey, so do you meditate? And they say, yeah. And then they tell me what they do. And then often it's like, this is not meditation. This is mind activity. You are visualizing, you are practicing gratitude, you are seeing all kind of things. You are manipulating your experience, which, they have a function. But I want people that work with me to go beyond this manipulation of the mind and to go towards deeper, into just being with yourself without trying to change it, just getting this ability to be with the phenomena without escaping, without manipulating, without getting sucked into it. A Zen master once said, it is the state of mind where you don't stick to anything. That's the aim of our practice. So this playlist is meant to guide your practice and to create the conditions for insight, for glimpse, for peace, for truth, for more love, more inner conscious harmony. So I recommend you use my playlist as needed to get a hang of, and stay with the eyes closed. You don't have to look at me. Just follow my guidance. It's designed to guide your attention as well as to explore inner territory. And then as you get a hang of it, I encourage you to practice by yourself without me and develop. It will be so wonderful if you develop a self-remembering or a mindfulness awareness practice every day, sometime between like 10 minutes to half an hour, 40 minutes, an hour a day, especially first part of the day. It's life-changing. All right, so enjoy it for the benefit of all.